Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you the basics of Cisco Packet Tracer. Now you can find the download link of this inside my description down below. Now Cisco Packet Tracer is an application that lets you draw your networking duties and do all things like create topologies, print them, or design networking diagrams for a hotel maybe or a university. So today we're going to be going over the basics. This is a basic app that you should have if you're into networking. So on the bottom here, we have all the devices that you will use. So as you can see, we have network devices. This contains stuff like routers, switches, hubs, wireless devices, security devices such as firewalls and internet, and your basic daily modem that you have at home. So the end devices is the device that could be a source and destination. This has stuff like laptops, servers, PCs, printers, phones, tablets, TVs. We also have stuff that you might find at home like an appliance, air conditioning, ceiling fans. We also have stuff that you might find in a smart city like solar panels and LEDs and RFID cards. And stuff industrial is basically just like the default, like what you would have at a city basically. So the power grid is just power, like a battery, blower, power meter, solar panel, wind detector, and wind turbine. And components, this is actually really cool because here you have like motherboards and actuators and sensors, and you can make like really cool like an Arduino, like you can do stuff like that. Also, here we have the connections, like the wires. So you have your default straight Ethernet and crossover Ethernet. You also have a console and two serial when connecting like a router with a router. We have the DCE cable and the DTE version. The DCE is basically the one that controls the speed. Like you might have a router at 150 megabits per second and a router at 100 megabits per second. The router with 100 can go to 150, but the router with 150 could go down to 100. Now that's it. The choose connection type is basically like it can automatically detect what type of connection this is and automatically connect it. So an example like this is laptop and server uses a crossover cable, but for example, a PC and a switch uses a straight cable. So that's like this. In the miscellaneous here, we just have like miscellaneous things. Router, switches, laptop, and PCs. You have multi-user connections if you're connecting multi-user, like that. Now on the top here, we have your basic things like new, open, save, print, network information. Let me show you what this does. As you can see, you can enter description text like this is my switch. Boom, and you click on that. As you can see there, it's basically like a comments. Now you don't need to know these two, we'll go over on another video. So here we have just copy. You can copy text and paste. We have undo and redo. We have zoom in, zoom out, and resetting the zoom. Okay, I don't know why that doesn't work. Wait. Okay. And here we have the view the entire workspace, just like this. So you can see the entire workspace. And here we have the now you don't need to know that this one is actually important because you might have heard of a protocol in servers called syslog. Now what syslog allows you to do is it allows you to monitor all like commands. Like you might have a worker that fried a switch by doing a command, setting a password that he forgot. So you can basically see all this using the syslog protocol. Another way to do this is by view all commands entered in this file. So as you see here, we have iOS command log. Let's just connect these two things here. Okay, we're not gonna use a router, sorry. We're gonna use a switch. So as you can see here, let's just fast forward time. This button here called fast forward time allows you to fast forward time. It usually takes about 45 seconds to make sure the cable is working and turns green like that from both ports. So this basically just 30 seconds into the future. So let's go to the switch here and let's do some commands. Now we're gonna go over this CLI on the other video, command line interface, but I'm just gonna type in some commands here. Host name S1. So as you can see, once we open the view all commands, as you can see here, we have the time of the command, the device that did this command. So as you can see, it's which one. We have the prompt, so this is basically like the level. So in the CLI, we have 3 levels, which I'm also going to show you in the next video. We have the command that we typed in. So as you can see, we typed en conf and host name. So the resolve command is basically like the extended version of this command. I typed en, but it's actually the normal command is enable. As you can see, both of these works. Both of them work. Enable and en. This is just like the extended version. Or you can just do en tab enter. Just like this. So that's that. Here we have just the select. Here we have inspect, so we can see like the MAC table. The MAC addresses the VLAN. We're not going to be going over this one. We're going to be going over it when we start going over the idea of switching. We can see the ARP table. We can see the port status summary. Like, for example, you can see the IP addresses and connecting ports. So as you can see, it's fast 01. Here we have the IP address. We haven't actually made an IP address. We're going to do that in the next video. So this is just delete. You can delete something just like this. And here we have the resize. So I don't know why this doesn't work, but we'll find a solution, don't worry. Here we have the text tool, where you can type text, like for example, computer 1, just like this. You can move it. Here we have line. You can draw lines, you can change the color, just like this. You can also draw like squares. We can make them fill the color. So this is the difference between fill color and no fill. We also have draw circles, just like this. And here we have freeform drawing, which is probably the weirdest tool in this entire program, because, you know, freeform, and it makes some weird shapes and drawings. So these two are part of this thing. We're gonna go over it the next time. So that's it for this video. If you guys liked it, please make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.